Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Ty Long set to kick off. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
This is JoJo Natson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
JoJo Natson on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 36 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
For the point after.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Draw play, it's Eckler. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Can't be denied, boy.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, now... problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Mayfield's pass.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Loss brings up third down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chargers nothing.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Dancing to his left. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. But it's going to be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the interception, Mayfield rolling to his right. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and long for Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Jamie Gillendown as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. He'll get this to Eckler. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Herbert now. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 23 yards the pickup there. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle in his 4th year now out of the University of Charlotte. A big part of this young Browns defense.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
The line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He is going to find Hill here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played.
Set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. JoJo Natson now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Heading back out, Baker Mayfield, as we call up our player spotlight. The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. Comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He's going to look for Allen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
7 yards.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 14.
Ty Long set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
14.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Ty Long set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are...
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure. There, remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Ty Long set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Jones is on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10. And
now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because...
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So there was... On offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is...
he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun.
Number 20.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. Third and long.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 39 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them.
Herbert has it knocked free. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's just...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Chargers 28, Browns 26.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns defense getting ready. They're trailing on the scoreboard last time, able to force the fumble. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
That's exactly right, because what they did last time is help them stay in.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flushed it. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Myles Garrett make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
I like what they... tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa. And boy, possession here turns. Over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Oh, no, he lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On second down, Eckler. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Number 13, Keenan Allen. Touchdown, L.A.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Time on, set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Mayfield and the Browns down by 8, a minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield flush to his right. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Ty Long set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield caught left side. It's Beckham. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are back within a score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 54 yards. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a two-point conversion away from tying this game up. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
So they... hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So here comes a very important kick now from Michael Badgley. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one to the post.
That's on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
And now the attention, it turns to the Browns. Trailing by a field goal. 27 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. That one is caught by Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one. Back to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit. hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and that'll bring up second down.
Casey Hayward on the coverage.
He's back to throw. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And 1.
Now Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. First down, Cleveland. Mayfield to Beckham. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. One last shot from Mayfield here. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
Browns 40.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish.